All right, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, March 21st, 2021, the first full day of spring, officially spring. It's about 20 after 10, a nice 48 degrees, but it feels much warmer. It's supposed to be about 64 today. So good day to get out here. Gonna try to make it just about an hour today. See what we can find for our pickup. I think I'm gonna go down the alley, maybe all the way down, and then come back up my street, because I haven't done my street in a long time, and it doesn't really ever get too bad, but I want to try to stay on top of it. So hope everyone is enjoying or has enjoyed their weekend. This is my first day of my weekend. If you're into basketball, I hope everyone's enjoying March Madness. I have not gotten to watch any, but I don't have cable, so I would only be watching like whatever they show on like CBS or whatever. So not a big deal. Looks like, from what I've seen though, lots of upsets. Now these Amazon Prime, I can only imagine they're grocery bags. They've been in the alley, in these people's alley or driveway alley, whatever you want to call it, at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks they've just left them sit here. It is only 48, but it feels much warmer. It feels fantastic. I do have a light. It's called Remtech. I'm not even sure if they make it anymore. REMTECH. A light Remtech thermal on underneath a t-shirt. I did get my first shot of the Pfizer COVID vaccine yesterday. Dang it, I forgot to bring my cigarette thing again. When I go out on Sundays, I'm gonna have to like shut my dog door so my dogs don't come out, and I can hear them right now. I'm only about 3 or 4 houses down, but I can hear them. They're out back howling, I guess because they miss me. Normally I wouldn't care, but I try to be considerate of my neighbor who works third shift Sunday through Tuesday. They don't do it for a long time, but you know, then they start barking at other stuff and whatever. Kind of drives me nuts sometimes. Looks like someone left some scrap or something out for some people, some crutches. If I had the time to scrap, I would probably pick them up, but I don't have that kind of time. I got enough stuff going on. Anyway, got my first shot of the vaccine yesterday, and feel fine. They were pretty busy yesterday, but I had registered, or I had walked in, registered, and got my shot and went to the waiting area all within 5 minutes. And they were busy. I mean, they were packed, but they had it down like a well-oiled machine. So that was exciting. Didn't even feel it go in. My arm's not even sore. Like, so moving along today. I mean, I'm looking, but I'm not seeing a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I haven't hit this alley for a while, but we've been pretty all right. Minus up ahead, you'll notice that's where I did the illegal dumping cleanup in the middle of last week. There's a few things down that alley, but not too much. Not too much is down. They just don't even have a recycle bin. Whew, I was gonna wear like a hoodie over my t-shirt, but I'm glad I didn't. Look at this glass here. I got my dustpan, but should I do? Yeah. Let me get my dustpan out real quick. I bring my dogs down this alley. I don't know if I'll get all of it, but we'll get some rocks too. It's all right. Pretty crazy. You got rocks that who knows when they were formed. And now they're going to sit in a trash dump for the remainder of their life before the entire world, until the sun blows up, unless the world disappears before that. Then they'll melt down. Melt down into magma, and if the sun hasn't blown up yet, they'll be you know, under the crust of the earth eventually. Probably gonna go out tomorrow as well. I'm gonna see if what works better. You know, like I probably already know what works better is shorter videos. But I don't want to be like the same. I try not to do the same area, but if I don't stay on top of it, it'll be impossible to catch back up. And I've worked pretty hard. I think one time, I don't know if it was in the, if I had cleaned the alley before, but I had come down here, my alley and this alley in particular, and I asked my mom for some help because I knew she had some tools that I didn't have. You know, back there was like a bunch of broken glass in the dirt, and she had a very small rake, and she came up We ended up, she has like a garden cart. I don't know exactly how much it holds, but gosh, we found all sorts of stuff. Filled it up. I have a picture of it somewhere. Now I know I'm not going to get all of this junk. I might. It's not breaking up as much as I thought. We'll see though. Like some stuff I'll leave alone for a while, because I don't, maybe the person's doing something with it and they just don't put it away. I don't know. But I think I left these alone for a little too long because they broke down quite a bit. Oh, that's a nice chunk, thank gosh. Anyway, back to the rocks. Kind of just wonder, like, what determines the size of the rocks? Because I watch a lot of nature shows and you see some huge, I mean, they could look just like these, only about 100,000 times bigger. And I don't know, I'm not a geologist. I think that's about all we're getting. It just baffles me. Throw this back up on his shingle stack. I don't know if I should just take those and toss them someday or what. It's not mine and it's technically on his property, but they've been sitting out here for a couple years, so see a little piece back here. Not so little. How about that? Never know what you're gonna dig out. I'm sure all these leaves, if all these leaves went away, probably find a bunch of trash under. Got my battery, it is fully charged, but just in case it dies for some reason. Looks like a little bit of stuff left over from the other day, the cleanup the other day. Yeah, little bits of drywall and stuff. See if we can't get most of it. I don't see any more. Sounds like a woodpecker. Yeah, I thought it was that guy's truck. We got about 3 or 4 different types of woodpecker around here. Obviously the coolest one, and I think everyone will agree, is the pileated woodpecker. We have a couple around here. You wouldn't expect that. I need to get down there, but Yeah, pileated woodpecker. They stand about a foot tall. And I've seen 2 in my life. One was actually on a tree right over here one time. I think that tall tree behind these shrubs. And then I actually saw one on my way to work early one morning. It was actually on the ground, pecking on a rotted log that someone just had laying in their front yard. I don't really know what it was laying there for. But I get at my suet hangers, I get they're ladderback excuse me, ladderback woodpeckers, and I think they're called hairyback. They're like, oh god, they're like the small black and white ones. I think that's what they're called. But anyway, I get those 2 usually at my suet in my front yard. Now I think my tree that it's hanging on is, and I get little nuthatches, they're kind of the same, but the tree it's hanging on, I'm questioning whether or not I need to take it down this year. One of the reasons I'm thinking is because, so a couple years ago I cut off a fairly decent sized branch, and I think 2 years in a row it grew, and then this last year it was nothing. It was just dead, and that's not a good sign. So all this for, what do we got? We got some plastic. Yeah, some plastic, a straw, and some ceramic or terracotta. No, that's a piece of glass. Wow. Put that in recycling. It's a big piece of glass. And we got a piece of mirror or something over here. Yeah, so that's got me wondering if I need to just take that tree down this year. It's the only tree I have. So kind of, I know, you know, small city lot. I kind of don't want to take it down, but it's better than risking it. I think it's a silver maple, and those are flimsy, but soft and flimsy by nature. So I don't want to risk, you know, some branches falling off and, you know, smashing into my roof or something. So, and I see that blue thing down there, but I need to come down here with some trimmers sometime and trim all this stuff to give me easy access back in there to pick up trash. Technically it's the, ouch, just had that poke me in the eye. Technically it's the property of all these houses down here, but none of them really take care of it. So I'm trying to improve things. So I don't think they'll mind, but I know I said before that I would ask, you know, let them know, but this day and age, it's kind of hard to get people to answer their door. Yeah, see, they got trash down there and a beer can, and honestly, I don't feel like climbing up and down a hill today. The hill is still pretty wet and pretty slick, even though we've had a lot of sunny days, minus I think Thursday when it rained all day, or Wednesday night or something. We've had, you know, sunny days. It just doesn't dry out real quick right now because there's still a dampness in the air. So Pumpkin. There's a cigarette butt over there. Is that some... I think that's something lead. That'll get tossed. Don't believe you can recycle lead. I may be wrong, but... that's something to recycle. That's metal. Oh boy, how nice. Someone broke a bunch of glass right here. Well, that's just lovely. I know this hasn't been here because when I do, I always check over this little area here when I do pick up. It's like if you have the urge to break something, just do it on the asphalt where it's easy to clean up. Why do you got to do it like in the shrubs and stuff? I saw something down there. Oh yeah, right here. Here it is. It's like I know I seen something. Not really trash, but it's a piece of brick I'll get. Piece of glass there I didn't see. See if I can get this. What is this? It's like a piece of, I don't know what it is. Throw it in the trash, they will never know. Gosh dang it, these shrubs. Now in the summertime, when I'm picking up trash, usually underneath these shrubs, for whatever reason, someone decides to throw full bags of dog poop. And it's not just like they went on a walk. It's literally like full bags, like they cleaned it up from their yard and threw it. So it makes me wonder if it's from those people there throwing it over. Because I don't know who would come down an alley specifically to do that. But then again, people spend more time figuring ways to be lazy, time and energy, I should say, being lazy, than if they just, you know, did something correct. All these cigarette butts, God, I get so sick of this, man. Like, do they think they just wash away or disintegrate or something? I don't know. Should I get this brick? It's been here. Oh, one deal. Little straw wrapper. Yeah, I'll get this brick. I'm tired of looking at it. trash man ain't gonna know the difference. Thought I saw something down here. No, but here's a cigarette butt. And I don't know if it's the guy that lives in this house or his helpers, but he does landscaping. Grass mowing, you know, whatever. So you think he would, if it's him, you'd think he would know better of throwing cigarette butts in, you know, areas with dry leaves and stuff like that. It's wet right now, so there's probably no risk of a fire. But it's all, if it's not him and it's its helper, you think his helper would have known on their own, or he would have told them. Look at this little hidden bottle. That's not okay to do. But I don't know. Are we getting any more of this bottle? That's weird. I don't see any more. A little shingle. Found a bunch of shingles buried in the dirt here one time. I don't know if trimmer line is recyclable, so we will throw it in the trash. It's a form of nylon plastic, I'm assuming, but I'm not 100% certain that you can recycle it. Because normally you don't. Oh, look at all this. Normally you don't have a, you know, I guess it breaks off. It's got to go somewhere, so it either breaks up into real small bits or it breaks off like I find it just now. Let me get around here. Oops, almost put that in the wrong spot. Alright, let me go back around here. I think I saw, ouch. I'm not opening my eyes apparently. I think I see one more thing I'll grab. Boy, and tomorrow is supposed to be almost 70, so probably do an early morning pickup and then get to the grocery. I might go to the grocery later tonight, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. But at least get my dogs out to a park somewhere. Who knows how long that bottle's been there. Someone's dryer sheets smell really good. Guess I'm too cheap to buy the good stuff. I use Bounce. I think it smells like cedar, but doesn't really leave your clothes smelling any particular smell, like, you know, Gain or Tide or something. There's that stuff still sitting there. I'm gonna come down with my truck. Obviously the city don't care. I don't know how big illegal dumping needs to be before they come out and pick it up, but oh, look at that. An old floppy disk. Wonder what was stored on that. Oh, geez. Ow. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's like branch is sticking right in my ear. The only thing stopping it is the hat I'm wearing. It's amazing how you'll find stuff that you didn't see like the week before or whatever. Gets uncovered somehow. That's a leaf, but there is something right there. And there's a couple little things right here. Looks like a bottle cap back here. I don't know if I still have the video, but that's back there is where I saw some weird bird one time. I think I was walking my dogs down to my mom's house and I came back up here to film it. I'd never seen one before in my life around here. I mean, I'd never seen one before in my life, but after I found out what it was, I was especially surprised it was around here. It was an American woodcock. Looks like maybe that's like a, whoop, part of a pipe, I guess. I don't know. It's plastic, so in the recycling it goes. It was an American woodcock, and I had never seen one around here ever. Let's see what this blue stuff is. It's fairly big, and there's a little bit of rope next to it. And yeah, it's an interesting bird. So if I got the video of it, I'll link it in the description. I'll have to review the video, but it flew, like when it saw I was looking at it. I didn't chase it or nothing, but it flew up and flew right into that garage door and then fell to the ground. And I went up to see if it was okay, and it took off. So I guess it was okay. I think they mostly like swamp or marshlands. And there's not really any of that around here, so it's kind of crazy to see. I mean, there's a lake up where I took my dogs, but that's not really a swamp or anything like that. It looks like a busted Zippo of some sort. Whoops. Vans. I used to wear Vans and Airwalk all the time. So I realized I had like flat feet. Oh, did I just put them cigarette butts in there. So I realized I had flat feet and they weren't really giving me the support I need. But it was fun while it lasted. I might buy a pair. Apparently I had a couple pair that are somewhat collectible. Of course, little did I know at the time that they were. Yeah, this is his property, but I'm coming up here because they don't ever do anything. Anyway, yeah, they were somewhat collectible at the time. I had, I think, a pair of Airwalks, and they were, I think it was one or the other, but I'm pretty sure it was Airwalks. And they were all brown, and it had like a reflective strip, kind of like at the top of the shoe all the way around. And I'm not sure why I got rid of them, but I looked them up a couple years ago, and I guess they were highly sought after or something. I don't know. Then I just had, just a whole bunch of different pairs. Like, am I good to go? Yeah. Just a whole bunch of different pairs of them. I need to wash. I thought that was a litter. It's a stupid leaf. I need to wash these shoes. They're about 3 years old, but I try to keep them in decent shape. I have a new pair that I haven't worn since I started working from home. I bought them at the start of the pandemic last year. Everyone's worried about shutting down. I call up the New Balance store. I'm like, how late are you guys open? They probably thought I was some psycho. But I kept them in pretty good shape, and they're still in really good shape. I just need to clean them a little bit and wash the laces. But I haven't worn them for like over a month, and they're still in really good shape. But they might turn into my everyday shoes, after a while. So I have another pair of these that I wear outside in the yard, and they're getting, even though they're yard shoes, they're kind of on their last sole, so to speak. Just the glue's starting to come undone, and apparently with New Balance, if they get wet, then they get a real bad ammonia smell to them, and it smells like, well, we all know what ammonia smells like, what it's comparable to, and it's honestly horrible. All right, we're at the, oh, I meant to go down the last part of the alley there. Oh well, maybe next time. Yeah, that better be chew spit, because who the hell drink? That's got to be chew spit. There ain't no way that's not. Alright, I apologize if the sun... I tried cleaning my camera lens this morning. It usually remains pretty clean, but... coming down to my mom's later, but we'll pick up some things here. On her property. So I don't know if she's in there or not. I mean, I know she's there, but I can't tell. She might be out back working on something. Milk rain. Unfortunately, I think it was last year. I don't think it was early this year. I think it was more last year. One of the guys at this house felt the need to take his own life. I didn't really know them. They rent, and they're like 2 blocks down from me. So they'd only been here maybe a year, I think. But I don't know. Anytime I saw him, though, he seemed all right. But outward appearances and everything. People. I don't know what that is. It's a shield. I'll throw it in the trash or recycle. People are driving super slow. It's 11 o'clock. Got 20 minutes. They're playing taps. I don't know if you can hear that. They always play it at 11 o'clock. It's Hospice of Dayton that plays it. Oh, that's pretty. Little crocus blooming there. They're all over this neighborhood. It's real pretty. I'm gonna get a picture of that because it's funny. Because that's when you know spring is here, is when you see kites in the tree. That's funny. There's my mom's cat. $20. I didn't set a timer, but I think I'll be pretty close. I might be a little bit over, but I also don't want my battery to run out and have to, you know, put in a new battery just for a little bit. So we'll try to hustle. We'll try to hustle here. And I come over to this side on my street because this side typically has more trash for some reason. So even though there's a lot of cars parked, I will try to keep it on it side by side. Usually I come down here in the weekday when most people are working. And there's not as many cars parked. So I don't know if that was there for a reason. I don't think it was. Usually there's not as many cars parked. And so you can look on both sides fairly easily. I think that house just sold. It was for sale. It's about to... Hopefully it didn't sell to another rental company. Because I'd really like for rentals in this neighborhood to be non-existent. Sure, there can be some good people that rent, but that's few and far between. However, you know, there's pros and cons. Not everyone that buys a house is a good neighbor either. So it's like you want them to be buyers if they're decent neighbors, and if they're not, you want them to be renters. So it's like you want to be stuck with someone that might not be decent for a long time, or you want to be stuck with them for a short time. But the, you know, same goes obviously if they're good neighbors. Of course, if they're good neighbors and they like renting, then unless it's a horrible landlord, which I think there's a lot of around here, you'll have good neighbors for a long time, even if they do rent. So just got to take the good with the bad. What was that? You take the good, you take the bad. Something, something, something. The facts of life. The facts of life. I might have to get over there, see if there's anything to pick up. Trying to get a speed hump, at least one speed hump installed up on my block, if not two. But like, you gotta go around and at least, what is this, like 51% of people on the block have to sign the petition. or something like that. And then the city mails out a secret ballot, and like 66% have to return it with a yes vote to get it installed. I don't know why they make it so. It's not convoluted, but it just seems more difficult than it needs to be. I really thought my street would be worse, but it's really not. It's not so bad. People live here, but you can't tell. The front porch is pretty bare. Which I always thought a front porch gives a home like it's part of its character, obviously. That car just reeked of cigarette smoke. So I thought I saw 2 pieces of glass over here. Is that a piece of coal? No, that's just like slag or something. A lot of brick and stuff. Man, people in the past loved burying like terracotta and brick in these yards. I find it all the time. Not 100% positive, but I'm almost sure they dumped stuff from the flood up here too. That might just be like, you know, old rumor or something. I don't know. Oh. I don't know if I missed this or it came out or what. I sure as heck didn't see it. Walked right past it. Try to hustle and get this all done on one battery. So if it cuts out, you know why. That might be useful for something. Little bungee. I don't know what I would use it for, but I'll leave it on my trash cart. Never know. Whew. I get home, taking off this thermal. It's getting warm. What is that? I don't know what that is or why it's so hard to get. Ah, there we go. Whatever, it's plastic. Throw it in recycling. Some red shag carpet remnants. Or it looks like shag, it might not be. I'm not up on my carpet terminology. fibers of it there. Like, I try to get everything I can, but chasing after little fibers and stuff would take me all day. I'm not sure anybody lives here anymore. Like, I mean, the gas is still on. There used to be an older man and his dog. He had 2 dogs. He had a basset hound, but after a while I didn't see the basset hound anymore. I am switching internet providers to one that offers symmetrical, and some of you might say symmetrical really doesn't exist, but it kind of does, as long as there's not that many people on it. Or it might exist with fiber. Maybe my understanding of it is misinterpreted. But yeah, I'm gonna switch, and it's 100 megabits down and 100 megabits up. I can go faster, like they have faster speeds, but honestly I don't need, well, you know, I'll test it out. I can change any time. I'll test it out, and if I feel like I need to go faster, I will. They offer 100, 300, and 1000. Pretty much the only one that's guaranteed, not guaranteed, is the 1000. They say it's anywhere from 500 to 940. Bunch of purple crocuses there. That looks really nice. But even at 100, you know, like my I think one of my last video or two ago was 2 hours. It's like 50 gigs. At 100 megabits up, that'll take an hour to upload, whereas on the current connection I have now, it took 12. So pretty excited about that. Now if I got gig, it'd be like less than 10 minutes. I just don't know if I need anything that fast. It'd be fun to have. Take my computer longer to save and process in the 1080 60p, but if that was the case, I would just record, and I'd probably have to get more batteries, because battery life on my camera too is something. Bigger memory card, record in 4K, but I'm not trying to make a movie, so I think that's a bit over. I don't think I need to record in 4K for stuff like this, unless that's what you guys want to see. You want to see some 4K trash picking up? All right, I'll get the cigarette pack, but I'm not picking up all the cigarette butts. I don't know what this person's doing, but what the fuck are you doing, lady? Like, it was quite clear I wasn't crossing the street in front of you, so I don't know why you just sat there. All these people. No, that's a woodpecker as well. I think it's down there somewhere. I think it's a ladderback. Cool. All right, let's keep trucking. See what time it is. I'm probably over my 20-minute mark. No, I'm right at an hour, so I expect this battery to die soon. It might not, though. I might be able to hurry up and get home. I'm on my block, so. We'll see. These people always have bags of trash and cans in their backyard. So. Everyone thinks they gotta park on the dang sidewalks around here. Trust me, these sidewalks are big enough for a dump truck, a fire truck, a school bus. Okay, we're back. Battery did run out. First I thought it wasn't gonna work, but it didn't come on when I clicked it. So even at 100%, they last about 1 hour on the settings I'm on. So I wish they lasted longer, but it's all right. As I was saying, all these people park on the sidewalk, but that's why these sidewalks are all torn up, which the homeowners are responsible for. But yeah, these streets are big enough for a school bus, dump truck, fire truck, whatever, to fit down with people parked on the street all the way, no problem. So I don't know where this misconception comes from that they need to park up on the curb. Literally in the 14 years that I've lived in this neighborhood, the car, I mean, yeah, there's been a few mirror incidents, nothing major. Most of the time the mirror just goes right back on the car. But in the 14 years I've lived here, the car that got the most torn up was my truck when I parked it on the street, and a drunk driver came down and smashed into the whole entire left side. And then I never got restitution from him for my I know I saw a cigarette butt over here. Maybe not. I never got restitution for my deductible, 500 bucks. Then sometimes I'll check out the jail website, and I saw him in there one time, so I still had all my paperwork. This is like 10 years later. This was like, yeah, 4 years ago this happened. I seen him in jail, so I have all my paperwork. I call up to speak to his probation officer, and I was told that because he violated his probation, any stipulations attached to it were void. So apparently, if you want to get out of paying restitution to somebody, just violate your probation. And then anything attached to that probation is void. I honestly couldn't believe that that's what they told me. They're like, nah, he violated his probation, so anything, you know, that's all void now. I was like, what? Like, I've never heard of that in my life. So like you go, what, you go rob a bank and get caught, and you're, you know, after you spend all the money, so you have restitution to the, I mean, I know it's insured, so maybe they don't do restitution on stuff like that. But let's say you owe someone like 50 grand in restitution. You're telling me if you just violate your probation, you don't have to pay any of that back? Seems a little goofy to me. Oh well, such is life. You win some and you lose some. Oh, one more here. Now I feel better about having gone up my street that I won't be pissed I didn't do it. Hi, puppy. I know, puppy. Should probably fix that fence panel before you get out. These are old, but that's not. Cigarette butts and dry pine needles. It's a good way to burn something down. Almost here. I am going to go to the top of my street, so hopefully it doesn't take me too much longer. Because there's a lot more trash up at the top. But I think we're doing, I wanted to keep it under an hour, but I don't know. Why don't you slow the fuck down, dude? Fucking dumbass. That's why I need to get speed humps installed. These people are idiots. Some people, most people, there are a lot of people that say they don't like them. I don't know why. They're like, we can't punish through whatever. You, like, I don't know if you caught that. She just, I doubt she stopped at a stop sign, and then she just sped right over the other one. So somebody was complaining it's bad for your suspension. Like, yeah, that's the whole point, to slow people down so they don't ruin their suspension. And if they do, well, I don't feel sorry for them. So that's why I got a petition. You know what? I think I'm gonna hit the top of my street tomorrow when I go out. Because I got to come down it anyway to come back to my house. So I'll just hit it tomorrow when I go out. I'm not too worried about it right now. Some batteries. Because it's supposed to be like 70 tomorrow. So we'll just do that. Oh, some cigarette butts over here. 3 of them. Ooh. And something green. Uh-oh. Don't give me no trouble. Oh, I thought there was 3 of them over here. Yeah, there is. There we go. get this downloaded. Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know, just it always seems like there more than there is once I get out, but I think most of what I see is up top there, and that's what I'm remembering the most, is up there. Yeah, I gotta get my curb fixed eventually, but I'm trying to pay off my house ASAP. I looked at some amortization. I think that's how you say that word. That's how it looks like you say it anyway. I looked at some charts and looks like I'm not gonna get it paid off for 10 years. I was really hoping it would be 6. So I need to talk with my credit union, because they do offer budget payment, but I don't know if they apply it right away or not. If they don't apply it right away, then it's really not going to help me any. If they do, then that's how I'll pay it off in 6 years. So I just need to, I know I save money every month, but I don't know exactly like how much. So I need to look and see if I can keep putting more towards my mortgage. I already pay, I don't pay my mortgage every other week, but I pay like my mortgage payment one week, and then the next week, or sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Like one paycheck I'll pay my mortgage payment, and then 2 weeks later I'll pay extra principal, and then 2 weeks later I pay my mortgage, and then 2 weeks later I pay extra principal. So not only am I paying extra, I'm also getting in that extra payment. So I need to see what I'm actually averaging and spending per month, and then see how much more I can put towards it. All right, I think that wraps it up for today. Oh, little sauce packet underneath their car here. Spoke a little too soon there. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Ooh, it's still full. Go with them rally fries. All right, so that wraps it up for today. A little longer than I wanted, but I got some other stuff I wanted to do today anyway, so I didn't want to try to make it a huge long video, even though it turned out to be as such anyway. Anyway, hope everyone has a great day, and again, I hope I inspire somebody, at least one person, to go out and do some good in their community. Even if it's picking up trash for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Doesn't have to be whole journeys like I do. But I appreciate everyone watching, and see you next time.